as reference point, yeah?
Yeah.
So on the next one I would say, you know, as we approach it, we're going to stop and we're just going to recheck that reference point, yeah?
Right, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. So Tony, are you aware of reference points for turning? Have you been through that on your lessons?
Yeah, I think I just must have forgot it today, I think. Let me brain it on.
You're not the only one.
And we're going to turn right, please, bro.
And then turn right, just here.
Actually, I'll tell you what, I'm going to go right here.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nearly all 20 mile an hour.
But a lot of them don't have any signs at all once you're in it. At least here you have got the reminder signs.
Yeah. Yeah, they're very strict on the speed limits over Luton. And we're going to take the next turn into the right.
Right, next turn is right. So keep your speed right down. Don't turn until I say so. Just keep going for the moment. Just to the left of centre. Slow right down. What we want to do is just touch down. Just roll forward just a little bit. Just put it in first gear. Just
don't steer until I say so.
Don't steer until I say so. Just stop about there. Whereabouts does that
line? Just by the...
Yeah, right. Okay, well, we can use that as a reference point in future for turning right. So if you line that up with your wing mirror,
yeah,
and then turn once you get to that stage, that will stop you cutting corners.
Which bit of I'm a learner driver does he not understand behind?
Sometimes it doesn't matter whether you've got L plates or not, does it?
Yeah, so I have a go at doing that on my own then?
Yes, yeah, let's see, have a go and see how you get on. Just try not to upset anyone behind you.
Yeah. So we're going to take the next turning to the right.
Right, take the next turn to the right, please. Do you want to talk me through what you're going to do?
Yeah. Just going to make sure I don't cut that corner by getting that reference point right.
You're going to go before or after his car? So he's flashing his lights. Do you know what he means by that?
Well, he's stopping, so I presume he wants me to go.
Yeah, it's very, very difficult to know. I'm going off something.
Yeah, I'll line up my reference point there.
That really put me off, that car.
Yeah, I would have handled that myself, don't worry. Right, you can have a relax now.
I think when he flashes, you've got to be really careful that you get through the understanding it doesn't really mean anything, the fact he's flashed. It just puts another variable into that equation of turning right, doesn't it?
Yeah, because he's...
And that's something you've got to mention and deal with there and then, haven't you? Because if he flashed, you could just zoom round to the right, so you've got to make sure. But because he's flashed, you don't automatically turn to the right.
He wouldn't have played around with that too much there, because you were allowing him an opportunity to deal with the reference point for cutting the right hand corner. Yeah.
Yeah, as an extra added complication.
Yeah.
Because you can't ignore the fact he's flashed his lights.
Yeah, I mean the fact that he's flashed his lights and practically come to a stop. As soon as I got to the position of turn, I would have gone anyway. And
mind you, remember it's phase 2, not phase 1. Or phase 1.
And I would do my driving test anyway. because of the fact that he's practically come to a halt. Otherwise, we've got a stalemate, haven't we? Even though flashing of the headlights doesn't mean
anything.
Well, it means watch out, I'm coming through normally, doesn't it? According to the highway code. But because he gave me the opportunity there, and it was my driving test, I'd have to take it, wouldn't I?
Yeah.
But obviously, I'd make sure that it is meant for me and that he is actually letting me go. But I don't know why he let me go, because there was nobody be...
Well, that's the thing, if he'd have just gone through normally...
Yeah, it would have been fine, yeah. Yeah, just like the bloke behind us a few seconds ago, tooted the horn.
But I don't want to turn right, I'd have learned, and we went to turn right, same sort of thing, we was discussing the junction. This car come up behind, and all of a sudden just overtook us as we was going to start turning. Lucky I had the jewels. Yeah,
I mean, you've got... You know, for your training and in your part 3, you can see what's happening behind. And on some occasions, if you are trying to talk through reference points, you may have to leave it to the next one, yeah? You know, just talk them into position, and you might not get a chance for them to pick a reference point up if there is somebody hurrying you from behind, because obviously we're not allowed to sit around holding other road users up. So you may have to wait on to the next one and then sort it, yeah?
No, he wasn't sitting, he just come up behind us. And then we were saying, right, okay, we'll do the turning because this car's coming up.
Yeah.
And he just shot round.
Yeah. I mean, normally what they do is overtake us, which is not a problem, because then the pass is at least there. But you know, I can see him coming up and you can see him coming up, but obviously he's being impatient. But the examiner wouldn't have held that against you there, because it's not as if we were sitting around holding him.
Yeah.
He was just actually basically coming up, and he just felt we were approaching a bit too slow. Don't worry about it in the slightest. I'll give that a pause.